Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, ninjas. I was playing Sogai Lantern with the Zoetic Glyphs on Friday Night Explorer, and then I found a deck that's very similar to it in Standard. Believe it or not, it's a ninja deck. And the idea of this ninja deck is that we're gonna use Gingerbrute to sneak in our ninjas. Our ninja's gonna create a treasure or something, and then I can put a Zoetic Glyph on that ninja. Or I can just put a Zoetic Glyph, or on that treasure rather, or I can just put a Zoetic Glyph on the High-Speed Motorbike and then fly over them, because it is flying. So that's kind of the idea of this deck. It's actually quite funny when I look at it, and I think it is very similar to the Explorer version. So let's look at the deck list. So in the early game, we got 4 Fading Hope as a removal, but more so just so that we can push through damage. We got 4 Network Disruptor, which is flying. Flying is very good, as you recall, to combo with the Zoetic Glyph, which does not make it lose its flying. Right, we also have 4 Spyglass Siren to get us the map that we can make into attackers. We have 1 Eater of Virtue. It's really just to whenever a creature dies, we can exile it, but then to give our creature haste or flying from the Spyglass Siren, the Network Disruptor, or the Gingerbrute if necessary. This is just a one-off in the deck, so I think it's kind of like a bone splinter, sort of. And then we have just 4 Gingerbrutes so that we can push through more damage. In Standard, though, there's a lot of haste in mono red, so you gotta be a little bit careful. It doesn't mean that their creatures cannot block you, it's just that only the haste creatures can block. So I always forget this, so I want to make sure I double check every time. Then we have 4 Moon Circuit Hacker, the first of the ninja. Ninjutsu 1, 2-1, whenever he deals combat damage to a player, we get to draw a card, but if he came into play this turn, we don't have to discard, otherwise we have to discard a card. So basically we ninjutsu him in, we get to draw a card. Or her, I don't know, him, her. And then we have 2-drop 4 Disruption Protocol as a counter spell to tap and untap artifact, which we have a lot of. Mainly, things like Eater of Virtue, we don't mind tapping. And then we have 4 High-Speed Motorbike, flying, and then we get to tap a creature when it comes in, and then we can make it into a 5-5 and or 5-4 and fling it in our opponent's face. And then we have 1 Akal Pakal. This guy's name is so fun. Akal Pakal. First among equals. At the beginning of each player's end step, if an artifact entered the battlefield under our control, we get to look at the top 2 cards of our library, put it 1 in our hand, 1 in the graveyard. That's really good. Just like instant filtering every turn. Only 1 off because it's, even though it's good, it's a legendary and it's a slow card compared to the rest of the fast deck. We have 4 Prosperous Thief, the very important card in the deck. Ninjutsu 2, and then whenever a rogue or ninja deal damage to a player, we get a treasure. So we get a lot of treasure tokens this way, hopefully. Don't forget that these are also rogues and ninjas. Rogue, right? This is a rogue. This is nothing. But this is a ninja. So that these can deal damage. With our Prosperous Thief in play, we can still get our treasure token. Alright, and then we have Unctus, Retrofitter. Toxic 1, doesn't matter as much. When it enters the battlefield, up to 1 target artifact becomes a 4-4 as long as we control this Unctus. So we can make our bike into a 4-4, but we don't lose other effects. So we can start flinging, deal 4 damage with flying. That's pretty good. And then, of course, the Zoetic Glyph, which discovers. It's very important. It discovers basically every card in the deck. And then, very fast deck, very low to the ground. Look at our lands. 20. And this is the exact land base that I got from the online deck list. There's probably more fine-tuning you can do, but if you want to be cheap, you can definitely just run 17 islands, 1 Otawara, and 2 Mishra's Foundry. Mishra's Foundry is a rare, and Otawara is a rare, of course, but those are the rares that almost everybody has. So I think this is a very aggressive deck, and it looks to be quite fun to play. So let's go and try it out. Ninjas. I want to be a ninja. I'm not going to sing that song. It's very offensive. Alright, Elfie. That's our first opponent. We're going to go second. We don't go second. What happened? No way. No way we get to go first. We already said hi, right? We already said hi. There'd be so much damage flying at them. It's just crazy. Alright, what are we gonna get? Ah, that's a good card. They're gonna think we want a ninjutsu next turn. I feel like. They probably have removal though. 1 mana. 1 mana cannot remove a 5-4. Damn, down to 10 already. Good luck. Did I Path of Peril here? Just rip Path of Peril, right? And we get a glyph. We get a look with our glyph even if they path. Alright, they don't do anything. That's interesting. Well, we're gonna attack. We can Prosperous Thief or we can ninjutsu in a Moon Circuit Hacker. So, I want to draw a card more so than I want to play anything else, right? Ninja. Go for the throw on this ninja. I mean, bye. That was insane first game. Insane. I knew there was a removal somewhere. I didn't think they would have flinged their go for the throw at a 2-1. But they did. So they got. They did not stop a 5-4, right? They could not stop a 5-4 with 1 mana, and it killed them so fast. Mono Red, eat your heart out. This is how you play aggro. Alright, we're playing against Noel next. But to be fair, we got to go first. Did we? We got to go first. That was... Alright, we get a draw in this game. Oh, no. We're just on the draw. Which is way worse than getting a draw. So we got Prosperous Thieves, which is not very good. But, hey, you know, with the Spyglass Siren turn 1. This is pretty similar to the last hand, except our opponent gets to go first. Lunar. Veteran. Amalia? What am I playing? Alright, so do I want a treasure token from the thief? I can draw a card here. Instead of getting a treasure token, this does 2 damage. This does 3 damage. Do I care so much about the treasure token right now? I think I do. I think I do care about the treasure token a lot. I can play the Spyglass Siren out anyways with that treasure token. I don't even know how he's gonna fight this. This is actually a pretty good start from us, even though we got second. If we got first, this game would have been already over. Alright, well, never mind. Guess we'll keep going. Lots of life gain in that deck. We can make this a 4-4. I'm not gonna do that though. So blockers, no blockers. Ninjutsu, another one out. Actually, that was a mistake. There's no reason to play the Gingerbrute because it's haste and the 1 mana is from a treasure, so it would have gone out anyways. So that was a slight mistake. The only reason why I wanted to play that is in case I wanted to block, which I don't. Alright, bats. Probably the glyph, I think. The Malia is really annoying, but at least it's not getting bigger. Yeah, you got it. You deal that damage. Alright, so he cannot block the brute. That's what I want to do. I can also make the brute into a 4/4. How useful is that though? Because I want to bounce the brute back. So I can make something into a 4/4. Okay, if I attack with the brute, he can definitely block. So I actually won't get me anywhere. If he blocks one, he can't block the other. Let's go on the thief first, because that one's free, right? Because we get a land, that one's free. All right, now we can make the Gingerbrute unblockable, and then bring in the thief. No, I don't need to do that, because he's not blocking with the bat. See, he's not blocking with the bat. I get a treasure and I get to draw 2 cards. Very good. I can play this brute now because it's not free. Alright, I am at 11 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 damage. That's a little bit risky now. You get a pretty wide board, and all they have really that's scary is Amalia. Now they have scary things. Illusoft Core is very bad. Whenever a creature dies, on our side, whenever a creature they have dies, we lose 1 life. Gumdrop Poisoner. Powercast removal on... on our flyer. Just a flyer attacking. Alright, we cannot burst them enough. They're at 18. Jeez. That's real bad. I don't think we can fight it enough. We can bounce the Amalia. And then... Actually, we can't even bounce the Amalia because of the award. Oh, it's award paid 3 life. We can do that. But what else can we do, right? Bouncing the Amalia does not take care of the whole board here. Oh, I wonder, if I bounce Amalia, how would they react? This is the whole mana base, though. That's our entire mana base. I mean, this game was as good as lost. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 damage, which I can't really survive that. Any creature he has dies, we will take a lot of life. Alright, well, I'm just gonna attack. Let's see if he blocks at all. He blocks that. He blocks that. He blocks that. He blocks everything. That's game. We die here. So there was probably... Nah, I don't think there was an out on that turn. But against a life gain deck, I don't know how far we can go. In the early game, we definitely have the advantage. But if we don't have the early game, then that's a different story, right? One goes first. How many people actually played their whole turn and see a timer fuse? I feel like it's just the people who salt ropes or the people in tournaments. Alright, Guoloco? Locho, sorry, Locho. That's not a great hand. No 1-drops, opponent go first. Oh, we got Eater of Virtue. That's kind of a 1-drop. No, I need an actual 1-drop. There we go. I can put back an island. If they don't play anything, we can hold back the 2 islands for counterspell. But if they play anything else, we probably have to go aggro on them. Okay, never mind. What are they gonna duress? Because we don't have that many good cards. Every card is low impact. You're gonna use our 1 mana to counter our 1 mana. Oh, they're really thinking about it. If you use a duress and you don't take out a counterspell, like, are you even playing duress? Right? And that's the thing they're thinking about. They got a stick. Think they want to cut down on Moon Hacker? Just gonna go to damage. You gonna cut it down now? No, they take the damage. Okay. I'm not even gonna use the mana. It's bad, but whatever I target, he's just gonna cut it down. So I'll let him make his decision. Alright, Virtue's really good for our opponent and really bad for us. This is how it went sideways for us last game as well. Feels bad. Feels bad that our opponent always has their thing. And we just kind of have to eat it. Life gain is harsh. To damage. Is it the land? There's the cut down. We can't stop a cut down. Preacher. Preach! Oh, this feels bad, because what I can do is I can turn the Foundry into a creature, and then... Oh, that's so much mana. They have another cut down, too. Just to draw a card. All that just to draw a card. I get my bike back. If they attack here, they get a little vampire, right? Yep. Honestly, I don't think I can fight out this with our current hand. No glyph means we can't really aggro them fast enough. If we thought that a glyph here, that might change, but other than that, I don't know what else we can do. Come on! What do you have 4 mana on your attack? Another preacher? Well, like I said, right, if we draw the freaking glyph, we might have a chance, but not drawing another land here, that's not gonna happen. 6 lands, with 20 lands in the deck. 6 lands. We draw more lands than anything else. Every game. Every time I play aggro. I feel like the shuffling algorithm, let's just call it what it is. The shuffler has acclimated to my control style and then just say, let's give him lands. But then to be fair, when I play control, they withhold all my lands from me. When I run 27 lands, I will draw 3. Be sure to... Oh, what? Huatli is the warrior poet of the Sun's Empire. There's no poet in Magic. Catan. Are they settling? I'm gonna go first. We got aggro. Let's do it. Let's go. I'm a spy on you. Tap land, this looks familiar. Oh no, the bat. That's annoying. There goes my glyph. Ha! Okay. Never didn't have it. It's just taking it? I'll draw a card. I'll discard another siren. I don't think I need another siren. Do I need another land? Alright. What was your plan anyways? Attack! You're at 11, you're gonna attack? Alright, what is this? 10 damage should go down to 1, right? I'll discard this one. Well, if he board wipes, I get the glyph back. If he doesn't board wipe, I can block. So that's a GG. Yeah. Reminiscent of that first game. So this deck is very much a coin toss. If we get the early starts with the glyph, it is so bursty. But if we don't get the early start with the glyphs, our opponent just gains life out of control. To be fair, we fought 2 life gain decks and we lost to both of them. So it is the virtue of persistence. Was it persistence, a black one? Oh, this is a very bad hand. Do I keep this bad hand? I mean, I can hoverbike into glyph. Yeah, they do have a glyph on turn 3. I'm an aggro deck. I'm gonna wait till turn 3. That's not right. This is pretty good too. Not actually sure what to put back then. Probably a Gingerbrute. I don't need 2 in my hand. Starting to regret. Oh, this is a 3 cost. I don't know. Maybe it's right to put it back. It is the 1-off in the deck. No, there's 2 Unctus in this deck. Enchantments. Maybe it's toxic. Very likely to be toxic. Attack with Sprout. Interesting. Well, it being toxic means that I cannot fight it. Right? I have nothing to remove it. I'm gonna take 5 next turn. And then I don't think I'll kill him in 1 turn. He went first, so I can tap it. Yeah, I can tap it and then draw a card. Actually, do I even draw a card? No, right? Because he can't make it protection from colorless. Slight misplay with the tapping in there. I think I should have played Gingerbrute. Because after I played the Network Disruptor, then I remember Skrelv is only hexproof of one color. Smart. He's gonna make it pro blue. If he knows what he's doing, he's gonna make it pro blue. He's really thinking it through. Oh man, he's thinking like, what is this deck? What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? I should just quit now. I'm using a Jace avatar. I don't even know how to play control. Yeah, see, if I had 2 Gingerbrute there, it would have been different. So, big mistake. Whoa, he uses mana? Alright, we don't have mana, so that's the unfortunate part. I could play 2 Gingerbrute here. Or I can just play a High-Speed Hoverbike. Maybe he'll think that's good enough. I really want to draw a card. That's the thing. Is the card I'm going to draw a land? If it's not, I just cry. Right? 2 lands. Yeah, that's the Unctus. If it's what did I put back? Was it another Gingerbrute? You know what? I'm just gonna slowly get him. This is bad. This is real bad. He's gonna go into the Spyglass? Why? It's probably a trample or something. No, he's just gonna let it die. Okay. I don't understand why you did that. It's gonna protect his Skrelv. Or it's gonna protect with his Skrelv, which, I mean, my motorbike will have something to say about that. There's not a land either. So I can crew. Toxic deck has more lands than I do. Fading Hope. Well, I can fade it. He gets a protection. And I'll just cry. Okay, no protection, which is very important for me because he can Mirix. That doesn't kill me. Puts me pretty close to death though. We'll have to tap out all his cards, if that's what he wants. Well, not tap out all his cards, tap out his Skrelv. Oh boy, I don't even know how I'm gonna win this game. Honestly, it's just pretty bad. We've been holding on. We have been holding on. I mean, our opponent is one of those toxic players, like the literal definition. He's playing a toxic deck and he takes an hour for their turn. Double Jawbone Duelist, okay. You gonna scrub that? He's thinking about it. Oh, he's just a... Why would you do that? Okay. Anything we can do here? Against this board? We can disrupt one. Double Gingerbrute can't block everything here. I can single Gingerbrute. Might be able to last one more turn, unless he has some sort of proliferate. Well, we're really bottlenecked on land this whole game, so that would not have mattered. Remember those games when we draw 6 lands? This is not one of those. They probably have Tameo safekeeping, right? I mean, I would be surprised if this deck doesn't. Jesus, can you not take 1,000 hours for your turn? It's not that hard. He's looking at every card. Trying to figure out his life. Okay, okay, stop, opponent. You've looked at every card 400 times. Actually, no, just go block. What was the plan anyways? Didn't pump it? Another bike. Another bike. How useful is another bike? Gingerbrute. Bike one of them. Is the top card of my library of land. This map token is so infuriating. Actually, I'm just gonna not play this out. This is taking forever. For a losing battle, our opponent's having a stroke in the middle of it. I don't want to play that out. Especially when I'm playing an aggro deck. It's just like, why? Why subject myself to that kind of torture? I don't know if we could have gotten anything that would have won us the game. That game. Maybe if we had drawn in Soul Artifact. No, not that one. Zoetic Glyph, a little bit earlier, we might have a chance. We go first. Again, not a good draw, huh? I'm going to risk it this time, because at least we are going first. Going second, I cannot afford that. Oh, again, with the Toxic, did you figure out what our deck is bad against? Is that why? I can't double Hoverbike, that just feels dumb. I could play the Moonshaker, but is there a reason to? There's a Jawbone Duelist. I guess we'll have to counter that. Let's go. Let's see who's racing who. Yo, do you not know how this works? Alright, we can bike off his sentry. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, protect it. Protect it. Taisetsu na mono, protect my balls. Do I want a second bike? Or do I want a Moon Circuit Hacker here? Second bike. Tap your duels. Have something? That'd be pretty annoying if they do. But I wonder what they have. Are they holding on to something? Like a bounce spell, probably? No, it's giving me all that. Card draw, mana, all that. Why, thank you. Alright, we can put out a Spyglass Siren as a blocker. Experimental Augury, that's what they had. Alright, we're on 3, which means that their counterspell is live, but their counterspell would have been live anyways. Don't think it would matter. Like to counter this, targeting your Jawbone Duelist. You sure you want to attack? Yeah. Oh. No? Just past turn? Music to my ears. Alright, what am I doing here? Let's see, this is going through regardless, right? Do I need to Network Disrupt them somehow? It doesn't, right? Because he'll just tap his Skrelf. I don't think it matters too much. still do this. Did I have another bounce? Do they have another bounce? You son of a... Oh man, that was real good for them. Real bad for us. Guess we'll just have to put out a... I mean, the Disruptor won't do much, so let's put out a Spyglass Siren. At least we can still block the Jawbone Duelist. Huh. It's just gonna let this happen. That's interesting. What was that for? Huh. I can get so much through right now. It must have something, right? Because their Skrells can't block. Get a draw, get a discard a card. Maybe the hacker? I don't know. Is there a reason why I need 2 hackers? And then we have the bikes. So I think we're gonna hold on to the bikes. They don't have a Murex right now, so I think I'm okay. You wanna counter this? I mean, if they have 2 counter spells, that's also a win. Do I want to tap the Sentry, though? I kind of do, right? Attacking for the 1, just cuss. Well, can they get through this Toxic? There's a lot of damage on board already. This taps a permanent. The Zoetic Glyphs can turn one of these into... Maybe they got like a Tameo safekeeping. What was their plan? I don't know. Guess we'll have to find out, right? I get 1 mana. Really interesting how they're roping out this. Come on, opponent. Make up your mind. You got to do something. Or rope. You can salty rope, I guess. If they bounce my Prosperous Thief or get rid of it somehow, I still have 5 damage on board. And if they do anything to the Thief, I mean, that's a march for 2, so... Bounces 1. That's still 5 damage on board, right? I'm not miscounting. That's still 5 damage on board. So yeah, we got revenge on Toxic. That's what you get for taking forever, jerks. Jeez. All right. Well, that's the match. That's the game. I think it's a good deck. Ninjas are fun. Definitely fun. I don't want to say like a question mark. This has been a very good deck. It has been very fun to play. It's aggressive, but it is synergistic, which is my favorite thing about aggro decks that are low to the ground and does not hope that we draw this one card that wins us the game, right? I hate those decks where it's just like, if you draw that one card, you win. If you don't, you lose. This deck has a lot of different kind of synergies. We can get the ninjas to kind of go off on our opponent. We can get a glyphs to get a big creature to attack them with. We can get bikes to tap their creature so that we can just get through with damage. We can get a Gingerbrute to sneak underneath. There's a lot of things that this deck can do. That's what I like about this deck. It's pretty fun. I gotta say, this is probably the best aggro deck that I've played in Standard in a very long time, just for the amount of fun I have playing it. A lot of thought process going through. It's not humans, it's not mono red, it's not just synergy that you don't have to think about. You really have to think about, oh, am I bouncing a creature back, sneaking in with a ninjutsu, or is it better to play a creature to get more presence? There's a lot of thinking involved in that, at least, I think. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. So thank you for joining me.